As we are progressing towards our data analyst journey, we are now going to see what are the tasks or activities a data analyst can perform. In this session, we are going to see all the areas which a data analyst must focus while they are working as a data analyst. Let's try to see what are the tasks of the data analyst. Data analyst very critical role in the organization because it is a person or the role which is going to affect business operations, or it is going to affect the decision making for the business people. It is going to help organizations gain valuable insights into the expanse of the data they have, because as you know, data analyst will be working with the data. Data is just a raw format or in unstructured, unorganized format, and the data analyst is going to use that data which is in unformatted way, and the task for the data analyst is to make the most of that data so that it will be helpful for the business organizations to take the proper decisions. That is getting the valuable information out of the raw data. That is the main and important task of the data analyst. How to get that? All these things should be known to the data analyst when they are working as a data analyst. To go further in this, we will try to see what are the key areas of on the data analysis process. So these are the areas which a data analyst should focus, and they should work along with these process areas only. The first thing is prepare. So all this comes with the preparing data, then modeling the data. What are the data which is there? It should be modeled so that it can be used further to build or visualize reports, and then it should be analyzed as well. Means whatever the visualizations or the dashboards or the reports are being created, how to analyze it, that can be also needed to understand. And the last thing is manage. Means what are the reports, dashboards, users, what are things are assets which are created for the this data analysis process. A data analyst must manage it. That means they should able to give the proper access to the users, who should access, who should not access the visualizations or reports. That all things managing administrator kind of things also a data analyst should do. Now, what comes in the prepare phase? The first is prepare phase when we say raw data, which is coming from different sources of the business, profiling, cleaning, transforming your data to get ready to model data visualizations. Then turns raw data to information which is trusted and understandable. It should not be like just a cleaning or transforming. It should be trusted and understandable. So the data which is coming unstructured, unorganized way, it should be properly formatted, and it should be a trusted, means it should be understandable as well. So that thing also should be done by the data analyst. In this, we will see integrity of data, correct wrong data, and identify missing data, convert data types, or make data readable. So these are the things which should be done by a data analyst. How to connect to the data? So as we know, a business are not connecting toward a single database. There are multiple databases in a competitive world where we have multiple data sources. So data analyst should know how to connect to that particular data providers. So that thing is important. Place data into proper context and state to eliminate poor data quality. That is again a transformation things where data we need to make effectively. The second step is a model. So what are the data which is we have identified, prepared, we should be able to create a model. So it is a determining how your tables are related to each other. The data we are getting from different sources, we are going to store in different tables, and how these tables are getting joined with each other, that their relationship one must understand. Define and create relationship between tables. Enhance the model by defining metrics, adding custom calculations to reach data. Creating an effective and proper data model. And this is a very critical step, because effective and proper data model, once we have the data model ready, which is effective, that can be utilized as a base for the reports or dashboards. This is very important step. And then we have data preparation and modeling is an iterative process where it can go back and forth with the data preparation and modeling, because some of the changes might happen at the data preparation step, some of the changes that might happen at the data modeling. So the changes can happen, and the steps can go and back forth between these two steps. So it is an iterative process with the different changes at particular time. This model can be made effective by looking at the data more in detail. That kind of things is possible with this iterative process. The third step is a visualize. Now in visualize, basically whatever the data which we have prepared in the first step, whatever the data model which we have created, now we are going to bring the data into life. That means we are creating different visualizations like charts, a table, or KPIs. That kind of things can be done. So making data to life so that it can be helpful to visualize the data. The ultimate goal of the visualization is solve business problem. A well-designed report should tell a compelling story about the data, which will enable business decisions makers to quickly gain needed insights. Now, why insights are needed? Because when the data is raw, getting the insights or getting a valuable information from it is very difficult. But however, when we say when we created reports or dashboards, it should tell some story so that it will be helpful for the business decision makers to quickly gain the needed insights. We can build powerful reports, formatting of the reports. Then we do have built-in artificial intelligence capabilities in Power BI, where a data analyst can build powerful reports without writing any code that enables users to get insights and answers to find actionable objectives. So that's the powerful features of the Power BI, where it can, without writing a code, we can build powerful visualizations or reports. Now the next step is analyze. What are the visualizations or reports or dashboards which you have created, how to analyze it. So it is understanding and interpreting the information that is displayed on the visualization or the report. Then we should understand analytical capabilities of Power BI, use those capabilities to find insights, identify patterns and trends. We should be able to predict outcomes, then communicate those insights in a way that everyone can understand. So it's not just creating visuals, we should be able to interpret it properly as well. So that is analyze step. We can use some advanced analytics where predictive analytics or predictive models which we can use. Business and organization can ultimately drive better decisions. Organization can drill into the data to predict future patterns and trends. And the last step is manage. In this manage, we are responsible for the management of the Power BI assets. Now, when it comes to Power BI assets, it are nothing but they are nothing but reports, dashboards, workspace, dataset, etc. There's so many things which are we are creating that should be managed by this data analyst, where we can share and distribute Power BI the assets. We can collaborate with the different people. So that kind of things can be possible with this share Power BI management, foster collaboration between teams and individuals, help reduce the duplication of efforts, and helps ensure security of the data. So these are the things which can be done by this Power BI data analyst. These are the tasks or the activities of the Power BI data analyst or any data analyst, whether we use Power BI or any other tool, but data analysts should know all these steps or all these areas where they need to focus, because the first step is starts with the data and it ends with the management of the Power BI assets. So these are all the things are done by the Power BI or any data analyst. And that what we have seen up till now, we have seen the basics of the data analysis process. The second step, we have seen the roles available in the data, and we have seen now the task or the activities of the data analyst.